You've been taught that saying no makes you selfish, that setting boundaries means you're pushing people away, so you stretch yourself thin, say yes when you want to say no, and call it kindness. But it's not kindness if it costs you your peace. It's not selfless if it leaves you empty. You're not protecting others, you're abandoning yourself. Many of us were never shown what healthy boundaries look like. We were raised to please, to keep the peace, to avoid conflict at all costs. So now, as adults, we confuse boundaries with rejection. We think saying no is an act of war instead of an act of self-respect. And that's why it feels so uncomfortable. Because your nervous system was trained to survive by overextending, not by standing tall. The guilt you feel, it's not truth, it's conditioning. A voice from your past saying, if you set limits, you'll lose love. But here's the truth. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors. They don't push people out, they show them how to come in. Setting a boundary isn't cruelty, it's clarity. It's telling the world, here is where I begin and where you end. And that line is sacred. Because if you don't protect your time, your energy, your heart, no one else will. The fear behind boundaries isn't just about conflict, it's about worth. Deep down you wonder, am I allowed to protect myself? If your love has always come with sacrifice, saying no feels like betrayal. But love without limits becomes resentment. And self-sacrifice that isn't chosen becomes self-abandonment. You were not born to be available to everyone at all times. You are not here to be a constant yes machine. Your time is sacred. Your energy is not infinite. You deserve to choose who gets access to you. Think about this. When you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to your rest, your joy, your purpose. You're trading your peace for someone else's comfort. And over time, that becomes a heavy, invisible burden. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough to be honest. It means you value your time enough not to waste it. It means you trust that real relationships can survive honesty. You don't have to explain every boundary. You don't owe long paragraphs to justify your needs. No is a full sentence, and the people who truly respect you will never require you to shrink just to be loved. Learning to set boundaries starts with one brave decision at a time. It starts when you catch yourself about to say yes out of fear, and pause. It starts when you choose silence over people-pleasing. When you choose discomfort now over resentment later. Boundaries are not punishment. They are protection. They are not rejection. They are redirection to relationships that honor your wholeness. Some people won't like the new you, the one who says no calmly, the one who doesn't explain herself endlessly. Let them be uncomfortable, because if someone's love is only secure when you say yes, then it was never love, it was control. Real love doesn't punish you for having limits. Real love thanks you for your honesty. You might lose people, that's true, but you will gain something better: peace, self-respect, emotional safety. And that is worth more than any approval bought through self-erasure. You were not created to be liked by everyone. You were created to live in truth, even when it shakes your voice. There will be guilt. Expect it. Guilt is your body reacting to new behavior that breaks old programming. It's the echo of every moment you were praised for being easygoing, silent, compliant. But guilt doesn't mean you were doing something wrong. It means you're redoing something different. And different is how healing begins. Reframe your guilt as growth. When you feel it rise, don't run from it. Ask it, what are you trying to protect? Often guilt is protecting the scared child inside you, the one who feared rejection. So meet that child with compassion. Tell them, you are safe now. We don't need to earn love by disappearing. That's how you rewire the guilt into power. Start small. Say no to things that steal your joy. Say no to tasks you resent. Say no to relationships that only take. Watch how your life begins to breathe again. And when you do say yes, make sure it's a full-hearted, soul-aligned yes, not one soaked in fear or guilt. That's how your boundaries begin to feel like freedom, not fences. The people who love you for your boundaries are the people who love the real you. They are not in love with your compliance. They are in love with your honesty, your clarity, your self-respect. Healthy people are not offended by limits. They appreciate them because boundaries bring safety, not rejection. They tell others what's okay and what's not. Start seeing boundaries not as a line in the sand, but as an invitation to know you more deeply. They say, if you want to love me, this is how. Not as a wall, but as a roadmap. And don't just set external boundaries, set internal ones too. Protect your thoughts, your time, your emotional space. Say no to the voice in your head that says you're too much. Say no to perfectionism. Say no to performing worth. Say yes to being seen fully, flaws, needs, edges and all. Because when you live with boundaries, you don't just protect your peace, you teach the world how to treat you. So next time guilt whispers that you're selfish, remember this. Protecting your energy is not selfish. Guarding your peace is not wrong. You are not a bad person for refusing to be drained. You're not here to be everything for everyone. You're here to be fully yourself. And that self deserves to be protected, not explained away. Boundaries don't mean you love less. They mean you love better, with honesty, with clarity, without resentment. That's how real connection is built, not through endless sacrifice, but through truth. So say no when you mean no. Say yes only when it's honest. Trust that the people meant for you will stay, not because you overgive, but because you show up real. You're not too much. You're not too selfish. You are worthy of space. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of a life where love doesn't cost your identity. Boundaries are not the end of love. They're the beginning of respect. And the more you practice, the more peace will feel like home instead of a risk. This is your permission slip. You don't need to apologize for your boundaries. You just need to honor them. Maybe you grew up in a family where love had to be earned, where being quiet, helpful, and agreeable was the only way to feel safe, where saying no came with punishment, silence, or guilt. So now as an adult you feel like setting boundaries is dangerous, even though it's necessary. This fear doesn't make you broken. It makes you human, but you're no longer that child. You don't need to keep people close by betraying yourself. You're allowed to unlearn what survival once taught you. You're allowed to redefine what love and respect mean to you now. Start by listening to your body. Notice how it tenses when you're about to betray your instincts just to be liked. Feel how your chest tightens when you say yes and instantly regret it. These are signs, clues. They are not overreactions. They are wisdom. You are not here to explain your worth. Not through favors, not through silence, not through self-denial. You don't need to keep proving that you're enough by always being available. Your boundaries will disappoint some people, and that's okay. Discomfort is part of change. But your peace is worth more than temporary approval, because the more you protect your energy, the more energy you'll have to become who you were always meant to be. Remember this. Boundaries are not rejection. They are direction. They tell the world how to love you, not how to fear you. And if someone walks away because you finally honored yourself, they were never meant to walk beside the healed version of you. Stand tall. Speak gently. Set your limits. Not to push people away, but to finally invite the right ones in.